Hello, welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then please subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos. Alright, in front of us we have the Radio Shack DX-390, a rebadged Sangean 818, I found out. I had no clue what this radio was when I bought it. I bought it for $37.25 from eBay, and I didn't know. They said it worked, and it looked cool. And I'm like, okay, I'll give it a shot. Coolness is neat. It has a little rust on it, so I nicknamed it my little trusty Rusty. And that's how I started. So let's go over dimensions real quick. It's big. 11 3/4 inches long, 7 3/8 high, and 2 3/4 inches thick. Yeah, it's a thick radio. I don't know if I can raise my tripod any higher. Let me see here. Okay, gonna need to. All right, so features of this big boy radio. All right, so let's go on the left-hand side. We have a AM external antenna jack. Okay, headphone jack. Did not test. It's an older unit. I don't usually. DC in 6 volts. I still have to find an adapter for that. Hopefully I will. Front of the radio, we have a 4-inch speaker behind here. I know that because I watched a few videos of people taking these apart. And first I thought it might have been an oval, but I'm figuring out round, and I was right. Okay, top here we have some buttons. Light, power. So light, when you press it, the light goes on for like 10 seconds. It's like a dim little bulb. We're going to talk about mods for this radio too. So, power button, like I mentioned. You got a sleep button, time set, dual time, which is really cool. Hit this button here. This is showing UTC, local, and if you hit this button, now it's showing UTC all the time, and you tap this for local. So I'll switch it back to show local all the time. All right, so in the middle here, you FM band, medium wave band, long wave band, shortwave band keys, tuning up and down, and seeking up and down. Use these quite a bit. And of course, the digital display has more information that will appear. There's your numeric direct access keypad. It's hard to hold this one-handed. We have one here that says meter. It's like you get your different meter bands. You hit this button and you hit the corresponding key to enter that mode. It's kind of a pain, but... And then you got frequency, which is nice. So you can hit frequency and do the direct entry of the frequency. You think about this too, when you hit frequency, if you're in shortwave and you enter in an FM frequency, it'll go right to the FM band. Found that out because I wasn't paying attention. But then I think you have to hit the decimal for the FM. It's interesting how they did that. We have a memory key here, and we have an enter key. Okay, I missed the standby. Standby is for your alarm setting. This C here is to clear and to enter. So, and then here's your standby switch. Wake up the buzzer or radio. Let's see, another switch here is AM narrow bandwidth. I'm not sure what it is. FM mono. Then down here, FM stereo, or when you're in AM, goes to wide filter. Sounds really good in wide, so leave it on wide all the time. Here's your BFO switch, off and on. And we have 3 knobs here on the bottom. Tone control, nice to have that. RF gain. Sometimes you have to turn it down, because sometimes signal's coming in pretty strong, so I turn that down, but now I'll leave it all the way up. The BFO knob, of course, to increase or decrease it. Pretty tricky with the ham operator. Sometimes you get that right little sweet spot. It takes a little bit to dial it in. It's not as easy with it as the newer radios are. DX-390. Right hand side, we got the tuning wheel. It's nice, smooth. It's got a little indent there, so you can spin it pretty quickly. I have no issues with this. Let's see, we have fast, fine, and lock. So you have three different features here. Leave it on fast for right now. We have, okay, a lock function for the device, so you can lock the system down. You can see that. All right, and then I'm losing my voice. What? The volume knob, real tiny little dude. Okay, let's go to the top of the radio. We have a built-in handle. You can see that. Kind of do a vertical there. It's nice. It kind of folds down and locks in flush. That is a nice setup. Antenna is pretty wild. It's kind of flimsy, but it does extend 50 inches, which is amazing, and it pops up right there. So it can clear the case. So when you lay this radio flat, this antenna can come up straight up, vertical. Amazing. And that's even without using the little built-in stand on the back. So yeah, I do dig that. I think that's neat. So let's flip this radio around here. Oh, get to the back. All right, so the back of the radio, we have like a world time chart, and this opens. This is your stand. It's kind of flimsy. Somebody put some kind of memo sticker back here. I don't know why. All right, so then we got Tag Radio Shack DX-390. I heard these were expensive when they were new. A couple $100 maybe, $200-300, I forget. But getting it for $37, pretty cool. It takes 3 AA batteries for the memories, which is pretty weak. We'll talk about the memory, and 4 D batteries for the radio. So I got batteries in it. Yay. All right, so let's go ahead and knock it down. I'm gonna use this handle here for a second so I can move it around easy. Okay, so what should we do? We should probably turn it on, and we'll just peruse the bands. Show you how the tuning works. This big bad dog. All right, so I'm gonna extend the antenna all the way up. And I'll add the wire later for the shortwave if we get to that. I think we will. So let's go ahead and hit the FM button after we turn it on. Make sure the volume's down. So FM. We'll start in the bottom. Let me see if I can zoom in on this for you. Zoom it on down. Woo! All right. So we'll go ahead and frequency mode. 87.5. I gotta do the decimal. I think I put 0 in. All right. So now we're at the bottom. Cool thing is you can hit seek. Single presses.
Yeah. Let me give you the number first. Okay. Because we are going to do.
And you can also dial.
It's 800.
That's fast. And then you can go fine.
Religious effort cannot make you right before me. So I give
Let's go back to this guy talking.
you all that I can give you. Now you have to
This doesn't make
my gift.
a huge difference. Whoops.
Calling upon you, offering my grace.
Locked it.
It is his kindness.
Okay.
Over and over. Listen to me.
So FM stereo
Some of you are here
only affects the headphones when you plug them in.
for 30.
And you'll get a little headphone or stereo icon up there when it's stereo mode. Go ahead and hit this. Classical station.
So you sound great. When did you start to sing?
Tone control.
I guess since I was a little kid.
Low.
But the recognition that I could sing didn't happen
High.
until high school. My parents
In the
had
middle?
an amazing record collection growing up. I mean, the vinyls as far as the eye can see.
Featuring
Strategic Gesture.
Not a bad sound from the speaker. Just pleasantly surprised with this purchase.
Theater, Wednesday, June 13th. Tickets on sale now or win your way in at 947WLS.com.
on the floor.
Heavy truth, what do I want? Don't make me choose.
way. If it doesn't
Got that signal strength indicator there at the bottom.
hurt too much.
All gets applied.
7-888.
All right. So what we're going to do now, we're going to do a little sound check. We'll put Radio Todderbert on.
Don't miss out on this next wave of the ever-expanding health.
So yeah, there's a bunch of mods you can do, and this is awesome radio. I got it for under 40 bucks, so I'm going to open it up and I'm going to mod this thing. Right now you're seeing it unmodded, and that might be good for you guys. And yeah, so you can see how much of a hassle this is to tune when we get to shortwave. So we're going to go ahead and fire up Radio Todderbert here. Take her on down here. Frequency 98.10. Todderbert! I think he's playing. Better be playing. I invested a lot of money in this radio tower. There it is. He's playing his banjo. I thought that was the volume. It's not doing anything.
7-6.
Rockin, yeah. Okay, that's good enough for a sound test, I think. But yeah, it sounds pretty decent. I would say it's a pretty neutral speaker. It's not. Hey, there's a signal on 98.1. I'm going over. Oh well, sorry guys. So yeah, it's a pretty neutral speaker. I noticed. So with this tone, gives you some basic highs. I think it's really good for listening to like a news radio, news talk, which we'll show you now. So let's go ahead. Well, actually, no. I have my antenna up. This 50-inch monster, and I'm actually going to clip a wire on it too. It makes a big difference. I was surprised. So there's a bunch of mods, and I'll talk about those towards the end of the video. So let's go ahead and enter shortwave. So we got the buttons here, shortwave. And then we're going to go to meter, and we're going to pick like meter 3. And we'll see if we find anything here. Now here's the part that's not cool with this radio. Okay, turn it up. When you tune it, it kind of mutes pretty hard. And you hear a beep. There's no way to turn that beep off. So there's some mods I got to do to stop the beep. And there's a mod where you can actually remove a wire from the connector and it'll let me hear as I tune. So when I do my band scan in the future, we'll be able to hear it as it's tuning. This thing has a lot of noise. Just see if I can find something here. But anyway, you'd be hearing signals right now, and you know you don't want to pass those up. Just gonna see if we can find anything here. See it show we were out of band, now we're back in band. And we'll see if we hear anything. Time signal. Woo! Let's change the band. $60 meter. Okay, let's go ahead and tune this band. Alright, it's now. Oh, I heard a dude talking. Looks like it popped out of that mode. Let's just scan down. Yeah, this is just rough. So I'm not using this for shortwave for sure right now because of this. It's a hassle. Though I did find ham radio operators. I couldn't believe it. I was just spinning around, all of a sudden I heard like the weird duck sounds, and it was awesome. So yeah. Let's just see. Let's get out of this. Tune it up. Man, it's picking up every little static noise. So the seek is like no good. So you're going to find yourself wanting to manually tune it, sound fast. So I'm going to do that mod where you turn this and you'll hear it won't cut out like that. Because otherwise you're going way too slow. You'll never get anywhere. So that's the shortwave. Like, yeah, it's pretty abysmal right now. But yeah, like I said, I can find stuff like ham radio operators mainly. Broadcasts, I mean, I think I might have picked up a couple, but it's like I almost got to know the frequency and put it in manually. Because this tuning's ridiculous. I mean, it's stopping on static, even if I turn the gain down. But then you'll hear nothing. That's the sad part. Okay, I think we spent enough time. Oh, I found a station, yay. So, okay, so the neat thing is that we'll touch on that. I'll do a full band scan later. Let's just go to medium wave, you can hear what that sounds like. And we'll go down to the beginning of the band, 520. And we'll just kind of scroll up to some stations we know and love. And let me put down the monster antenna here. Yeah, quite the antenna. So yeah, for the money, it's not bad. I'm like, I was figuring, you know, $40 or under $40, you know, it might be worth the shot. And I'm pretty happy with it. It's big, but works. Oh, I did not do that quick enough. Okay, 520. Okay. Hit the camera.
Pair him up with his old college teammate Jonathan Allen. Not a bad pairing to say the least.
I keep hitting the camera. This radio is huge. That's not fun to spin, I'll tell you that right now. It reminds me of my super radio. Okay, I'm getting buzz. Transformer. Let's just go to some Nashville. WSM. 434 miles.
I think the Cardinals are marginally better. They're
Local?
certainly more motivated this year. So I don't know if this team gets off to a really slow start like they did last.
So yeah, it does pretty good.
Chapel Road, exit 68.
WSB.
The far right lanes as you make your way past 285, heading out toward Panola Road. This report brought to you by John Foy and Associates. Accidents don't just happen; they're often caused by bad decisions made by drivers.
Surprising, I'm getting it this way also.
Life, Attorney John Foy and Associates will fight to make it right. Steve Winslow, WSB. I'm WSB media officer.
So cool, Atlanta, Georgia, 630 miles. Just get the idea. It can do it.
Michael Bond. Helixfleet.com/talk radio. That's helixfleet.com/.
Here's KOA Denver.
KOA News Radio 850 AM.
Call letters. It should be New Orleans. WWL. And we're talking, that's about, I always forget that one. WWL. I have my new list there. Where is it? It's not on my list. Why wouldn't it be on my list? Oh, 865 miles. It's there. It's brain fried for a second. WCBS. So yeah, here. So if you liked the station, presets. Each band, FM band is 9, 9, 9, and I think 18 on the shortwave. Yeah, 18 on the shortwave. So you hit the memory button. Tells you where you're going to put it. I'll put it in 6. There. So if I go through my presets, you can just tap them.
And doing the update.
Really should look and get it.
See, it's pretty cool. But you only get a small amount of presets. It's pretty weak. And then with shortwave. Wow, I'm getting it with the antenna down. That Canadian time signal? Put the antenna down. There's no antenna up, guys. That's pretty cool. Just leave it down. Better performance. So then you got all these stations you can put in here, all these slots, and then there's the 0 slot, 0, 1, 0, 2. So that's how you get the second bank, by using the 0. So that's just a quick nutshell on the presets. Alright, so we did a little mid-wave. I have nothing on long wave, guys. I've never found anything on long wave. So, I mean, it's there. There's a long wave. Woo! You'll hear nothing, get nothing. Okay. Let's see, have I gone over most things? Yeah, I mean, the BFO is pretty cool. The shortwave, I mean, if you heard a sound, you just enter it. And you can scan in here sometimes. But the silence, you're going to miss as a guy talking. Which is ridiculous. Look at this. Where could he be? Especially if you're on the slow tune. You have to go so slow. So yeah, it's nice that you can scan with that on, but this mute is ridiculous. So modifications. All right, so we got the radio down pat. It's cool. It's worth the $40 and under. I mean, if it works, buy it. It's so cool. I mean, I'm having fun with it. It is a monster rig. The batteries probably get eaten up pretty good until you can find a good DC adapter that doesn't add noise. We turn that off. People talk about, oh yeah, and up here we turn it off. It shows the battery level indicator. Battery, and it's showing it's high there. It's kind of nice. And this light's pretty weak. Let me show you. I think I showed you that light. It's kind of like this really, it's like an incandescent bulb actually. It's not an LED, it's a bulb. It's really dim, but yeah. I think it only runs like 10 seconds or 15 seconds. But that's the light. And so here, we're going to talk about mods for the DX-390. So get yourself a radio like this. It's old. Who cares if you wreck it? You know, it's $37. No big deal. 5 screws in the back. Take the back cover off. The antenna actually is connected by a contact. There's no wires for the antenna, which is nice. So it comes off as one piece. Really easy. Then there's the circuit board. And I was watching a few videos. I mean, if you search DX-390 mods, a lot of you guys probably know. You probably own these radios. But you take the 4 screws out of the PCB, pull that board up. There's a certain wire. I think it's number 10. I'm guessing, so don't do this without researching. It's a green wire. They talk about just cutting it. Well, if you look at it, there's a way to pull the wire out of the connector. You just got to use a little probe to bend that wire in and pull that connector out. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to desolder a diode or cut a wire. It's like, that's ridiculous. I mean, you just take it out of the connector and then tape off the end. And then maybe hot glue the wire somewhere if you're worried about it shorting out on something. So I'm going to do that. I've read a bunch of other mods that are kind of obscure, like the antenna mod. People are having issues with it. I don't know. I'll probably run into that issue. We'll find out. Where they talk about the little screw falling out and stuff. Well, if I have a problem, I'm probably going to Loctite it so it doesn't come out. That's a good thing. Loctite is a good thing. It can be your friend sometimes. Other mod is, yeah, so that when you do that green wire mod where you pull the green wire off, that allows that soft muting to disappear, and it sounds beautiful. I watched them doing it, and it sounded fantastic. It's just they say that it can cause the CPU to malfunction. I was like, really? But they say leave the radio off for 12 hours with batteries out of it, and that malfunction will go away. So I didn't want to do that until I did my first radio review on it. And then we do the band scan. It'll be all set up for that, so you guys can witness the mod in action. The next mod I'm going to do is I'm going to disable the little piezoelectric beep that you hear there. There's no way to turn that little beep off, and I hate it because every time you enter and exit a meter band, it beeps. When you do the clock, beeps. It's so annoying. I mean, that drives me nuts. So that little dude's disappearing. I mean, people, they cut the wires. Yeah, I'll probably cut it so I can always put it back together, you know, solder back in. I don't really want to drill holes and put switches. I mean, I could do that where people have switched it so that green wire that does the soft muting, you can turn the soft muting back on and disable it. I don't know. I mean, if it's disabled, I'm leaving it disabled. I don't want to go back to soft muting because it's just horrible. I want to use this for shortwave, and it's just not a fun experience right as it sits. It's stock. So we got that. Another mod I saw was the LED upgrade. It's really easy to do. There's incandescent bulb comes out. There's 6 volt power right there you can tap off of. Pretty awesome. I might do that, and you just hit your button and it goes on 15 seconds. Now I guess there's a mod, I haven't really researched it, where if you hit the button it lasts longer, and then the way you could just permanently wire it so it's always on. I think that's kind of dumb, because if you're using batteries, it's going to drain your batteries down. So without adding a switch, I'm just going to maybe put an LED in and then just have it so when I hit the light button, I see it. So you know what, you guys, you see my setup. I use a headlamp. So I really don't care about the light, but if I don't have anything, I just want to quick check where I'm at, I'll hit the button. I don't care. It doesn't have to be on all the time for me. So, but that would be worthy of a switch. You know, I'd probably do, if I was going to do I want always on light, I probably want to switch for it. So yeah, that's the mods for the DX-390, and I'm sure there's a few others out there. People are adding different ways to jack for the shortwave, because this is AM, and you know, the AM external antenna. They talked about adding another jack for the FM shortwave. So I didn't know. I thought that was a shortwave one, but apparently not, from what I've read. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Figure out how to do that in the future. So, because I have no problem drilling this and having some fun, because it only cost me $37. It's trusty rusty. So yeah, if you guys like the video, big thumbs up. If you like the radio, big thumbs up. It's old school, and I'm gonna try to make it fun. I'm gonna leave the rust on. I think it's retro rust. And if you're new, subscribe. If you like vintage radios, definitely subscribe. Hit the little bell icon. Ding, 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 ding. Todderbert made a new video. We're all excited. Let's watch every evening. And yeah, comment below what you think about the DX-390, or it's rebadged as the Sanjin 818. Everybody says it's legendary. So my first experience with it, it's decent. You saw me, I posted a video earlier with the hams, and I've gotten 3 more. I'm not going to post those because sometimes they get pretty boring. They're talking about like putting a toilet in their house and stuff. They talk about everything. It's like, what? Nothing like interesting. So it's pretty funny, except for that one with the pilot talking about the planes. That was cool, hearing that. But anyway, yeah, so that's that. Happy to own the radio. Comment below what you think, and watch for more. And I'll do a band scan probably in a couple days. I got to get things worked out where I got to open this up, and I got other things lined up. So, alrighty, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Take care, and goodbye.